We now return to the Transformers.
Evening everybody, Shockwave here. Obviously it's me, Silverbolt. Who else do you think it fucking is anyway? My fucking channel. I'm Silverbolt, I can't see any other Silverbolt around here, can you? We're going to be reviewing, as per the G1 title page, this one-eyed pirate bandit, G1 Shockwave. One of my tier favourites. I was thinking, will I review this? Because I was going to wait a bit longer, but obviously if you know me well enough, you'd have seen this one-eyed fucker before. Now, before I go into the toy, obviously you know who Shockwave is. Going into the comics, I'm not going to go too much into the comics because there's so much to explain. He's kind of a different character. Looks the same, but he's more evil. But in the cartoon, he's a bit more of a complete puff. But I'll tell you all about that there shortly. But look at my TF box. Yeah, I'll also get to that shortly. Now, Shockwave, obviously, as we all know, you all know, to the Americans, more than meets the eye. To us in England, it was a rival from Cybertron. Why they had to give it two different names? We'll never really know. But Shockwave, obviously, being stationed on Cybertron all on his own for 4 million fucking years. 4 million years! What was he doing for those 4 million years? He had a hell of a lot of self-control. So, all on, what are you going to do for 4 million years? I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd play with my TF cock if I had all that time to spend. Shockwave did exactly that. Hence, in the first part of the episode, he had 2 hands. Now he's got a fucking dildo. Whacking off so hard, he wore out his TF cock, because I can't see it there, and his hand is completely gone. So what is he going to do for TF satisfaction? He's going to start some fistiling with his TF dildo. Now obviously after 4 million years, we're losing power, must contract Megatron. And obviously he didn't have the will to try and fight, and he was trying to track down Megatron for 4 million years. And he eventually turned on and they had no power. How did they build a space bridge? Taking you from Earth to Cybertron. Obviously getting Spike and Carly getting past him with a kerfuffle. My favourite episode with him would have to be Desertion of the Dinobots, because he was a complete puff in that. He didn't go to Earth. The only episode we've seen him go into Earth was Autobot Run, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Autobot Run. Autobot Run. Shockwave was a good runner. I don't know really, I just thought he could probably do a lot because he has got really big fucking TF legs. Now coming up to the movie, obviously into the movie, there's rumours that he was part of the Battle of Autobot City, but that's complete bollocks. He was never really fucking there. I didn't see him, did you? Bollocks. The last we see him at Starscream's coronation. And Galvatron comes along and takes over and blows him to bits. And then Shockwave, we see him there, and then we see him on Cybertron filling the Decepticons up, scramble! And we didn't see him ever again. But we'll always remember him because he's part of the Wave family. He's got to be a relative to Soundwave. Because they both can't suck TF cock. They're both receivers. But I don't know where you're going to penetrate. But anyway, going back to the toy. I'll go into the box now shortly. Now, looking at the toy, mine is in good condition. I love the legs on this one. Now, I will say one thing about a G1 Shockwave, and you've got to be very, very careful. I would like to say this to my G1 fans. You've got to be very careful about going for a knockoff, because if a lot of G1 Shockwave knockoffs out there. Now, you see the screw on his foot? It's completely dark. If you were going for a knockoff, it's going to be white. There's a lot of ways you could tell, also on the end of his... Where are we looking? G1. Screws are dark. No knockoffs here. Knockoffs not allowed. But also look at the box. The box was aged. G1. Ooh. Don't you just love Shockwave? Because I fucking do. Now if you love Shockwave, then just do one thing for me right now and get your TF cock right out!
can